Thank you, our viewers. It's another bright, amazing day, mostly for me, for Uganda Cranes. I am so happy. It started as an ugly afternoon, but I love it and I am so happy. That's why today I'm presenting myself in a Uganda Cranes jersey. I love Uganda and I love Uganda Cranes. Keep up. Today in the house, I have a Ugandan fan, not a Ugandan Cranes fan. A Ugandan fan, he says he loves Uganda so much. And please welcome with me our guest for today. Hi.
Nice to meet you. My name is Owen.
Your name is Owen. How are you doing, Owen?
We're pretty well, enjoying the summer. As you said, it's a nice sunny day.
You told me you love Uganda. So I want everyone viewing from Uganda and every supporter of mine around the world should know something about Uganda from you.
Yeah, so I've been honored to have many friends from Uganda. I met most of them at the International AIDS Conference that we held in Montreal in 2022.
Ooh.
So many Ugandans came to Canada. Some of them remain in the country. Right now they are permanent resident. They are, working in the HIV sector. And I've been so honored working with you Ugandans. Are always so happy, family oriented, always bringing solidarity to the community. So yeah, that's what I love Ugandans.
Thank you so much, Owen. That adds credit, and it gives me joy at least to find somebody like you who can talk about Uganda. You say you come from Venezuela.
Yeah, I'm coming from Venezuela, which is in South America.
Oh, nice.
So my first language is Spanish.
Español.
Yeah, mm-hmm. I'm Latino.
He's Latino, Español. That's nice. So, Owen, what do you do?
I'm a person living with HIV, so I would like to bring that to the context. And I've been so honored to work for my community.
Yes.
I'm the Linkage to Care Manager at the Toronto People with AIDS Foundation, PWA. But I'm also the chair of the board of directors of Latinos Positivos, which is the non-for-profit organization that provides HIV services to Latinos, Spanish-speaking people living with HIV in the city of Toronto.
That is amazing. Thank you so much for being strong and so open to talk about your healthy status. And taking in consideration your role as a care manager, working with different communities, do you only work with people from Venezuela or you work with everyone?
No, I work with everyone from all over the world.
Yeah.
So I speak, besides Spanish, I also speak Portuguese and Italian. So I have community members who are coming from Africa or from East Europe, and so different languages. But the most important thing is that here in this building, our premises, it's a safe space for people living with HIV, and we provide to them different practical services.
Owen, my question is, working with persons with HIV and working with immigrants, how do you find it? What are the challenges that people are facing, or you as a worker to them? How do you find it?
At the very beginning, I introduced myself talking about my health status.
Yes.
Is because it resonates every time we have an immigrant coming to PWA or Latino Positivos. It resonates my same story. So people come here because they need to have access to their medication, which is the most important thing for a person living with HIV, having access to the antiretroviral treatment, being linked to a doctor that is going to be taking care of the health. So we have to connect them with immigration lawyers for people to navigate the immigration system, having access to social services so they can have some financial assistance while they are waiting for the work permit. We also help them with our practical services, which is connecting them to our lunch program, food delivery program, and other practical services. So in the challenges most of us have faced is the having a place where having those services for free. The language barrier is a big barrier, and also the financial compartment is important because many of us really don't have the resources to pay a lawyer or to pay for their medication or to pay for very important access to medication.
Wow. As for you, language actually is, and it's not even, it's irrespective of whether you even know the English, because I found very many people getting challenged with how to get services because their English still is not the same.
Yeah.
So it comes from your first language to even the common language that we know as English.
Yeah.
We communicate totally differently. And I understand from that point that we miss it a lot. Have you encountered a challenge of stigma?
Oh yeah. So in stigma, it's always associated to preconceptions of many people. They think that somebody that is coming from a particular place in the world, they act in a particular way. But they also judge because really they don't know that for example, talking about the HIV, that anybody could be a person living with HIV, because
Yeah.
people living with HIV is very stigmatized. Well, the HIV by itself, it doesn't, judge or stigmatize anybody. So any person who have a, intercourse without any, those
Protection.
barriers, protection. And now what we say barriers could be medications, injectable pills,
Name it.
yeah. So it's the condoms. So there are so many ways to prevent HIV and the other STIs as well. So anybody could be potentially get the HIV.
Anybody is a candidate as long as you do not observe.
Yeah, as a person, I've experienced stigma because I'm Venezuelan, for example, because I'm coming from a place in South America that where we have the a big exodus of people migrating to different countries, but also as a person with HIV as well. And many of our members, when they come to PWA and they express that, so we say here is a safe space for us to talk about race, religion. So this is a Santorian. So it's a place where we are
Free.
We're free. It's our safe haven where we can find people like us, other people living with HIV, or if, for example, somebody who is I always call them our allies, that is HIV positive at heart. So here, regardless the HIV status or immigration status, everybody has a voice here.
Wow. PWA, persons living with HIV. I am focusing on the persons living with HIV because personally I am from Africa and I have seen my brothers and sisters bring their lives to an end. Why? Because they are stigmatized, they are discriminated, and they don't have a voice. So finding someone to come out and talk about their healthy status and encourage someone else. When you look at someone living HIV positive and they are fine, they are okay, they live a daily life, they have a job, and then they're encouraging somebody else. I know it's an encouragement for us out there. There is a life even after knowing that you're HIV positive. But that life, you have a big part to play in it. It's not about somebody else, it's about you. It starts with you. Come to organizations like PWA. Meet the rightful people. Get the rightful services. Don't be stressed out there. We are looking onto depression and stress every day. And one of the factors, someone is an immigrant, they don't have status, and they have a health crisis. They don't have a family doctor. They don't have a work permit. They don't have money. They don't have housing. Before you know, it's a suicidal case.
Yep.
That's why at Collins, a joke real life experience, we reach out to persons who have walked the same journey or who are walking the same journey to encourage us to places where we can run to. Owen, do you only accept persons with HIV here?
So our main mandate is to support people living with HIV, but because most of our allies, our dear volunteers allies, most of them they're not people living with HIV, and they help us so much. So now it's also time for us to help them. Okay, so now we have extended our support also to people that is at risk of HIV.
Okay.
Yeah.
You may not be having HIV, but you may know somebody, you may know a friend, you may have a relative. So I think it's an open space for us, mostly for volunteers, people who can come in and support. people who can come in and get the education and attend the conferences, attend the meetings. I mean, go spread the word. Yeah, because I understand very many people are still ignorant about what is happening. It's very important that we get the information and we don't maybe get infected, and then we know what to do, the precautions.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why when you mentioned that, our allies volunteers, we, it was a dynamic that started that certain services that we provide, obviously not of them because of resources, and some of the resources come from the Ministry of Health
Yeah.
to support people living with HIV, but there are certain resources that is out of fundraising money that PWA has done. So we have certain services that are status neutral. For example, our launch program is status neutral. The immigration
Wow.
program is helping people to.
That is the most amazing part.
Yeah, so it's like we help people as soon as they let's start from the beginning. So when they come to Canada and they are looking for protection, we connect them with lawyers, and then when they get the approval, we help them to renew the work permit or the.
You integrate them and settle them in.
So all of this. So that's why allies to spread the word. Say, I've been PWA, so I know other people living with HIV that they are undetectable, which means that they are untransmissible. And so for us, people living with HIV, when we take our medication, the virus gets so suppressed that there's no way for us to transmit the virus to anyone else.
Wow.
Okay, and we can make our family in a very traditional way. So we can have a life. For example, if I don't tell you that I have HIV, you're not gonna notice it.
It looks so nice.
Yeah, and I've been living with HIV for over 26 years.
You're lying, Owen.
Yeah, but the medication is super good. Now we have even injectable medication that people can have 2 shots every 2 months, and then they don't need to take pills. So we have come a long way.
There is another life. Even when you have HIV, you're HIV positive, there is another life.
Yeah, so I'm going to live the same years as I don't have HIV. But it's super important that, our allies spread the word, because we can smash the stigma by talking about this. And our allies, so people not living with HIV, they're going to take these words to the community. So we can really, 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 take that misconceptions that people have in terms of spreading HIV, and because it brings a really burden to our shoulders in terms of mental health. So dealing with that stress about disclosing our HIV status, and we don't want people to go through that stress.
Thank you so much, Owen. It's been a pleasure having you, by the way.
My pleasure as well.
And I am always happy. I love Spaniora. I love hola. You say hola?
Yeah.
So our last word, in a few minutes, just give a word to our viewers living with HIV and those who are not living with HIV.
Yeah, so for my fellow folks living with HIV, I said, so there is hope. So we are people, we're going to live the time that we have to live. There is medication. Please, as soon as you get just to feel that you were exposed to HIV, get tested as soon as possible, okay? As soon as you get tested and the result is positive, link to care. So connect to a doctor, get your medication, and most importantly, as soon as you start your medication, adhere to that medication at the same way that is prescribed, by pills every 24 hours, injectable, depending on how your doctor is prescribing, adhere to that medication. Is super important. If for our allies, please continue supporting us. So everybody, so we are in a society where everybody could be exposed to HIV, but we have the power to spread the word, to work in prevention, and to support other folks living with HIV.
Wow, thank you so much, Owen. To our viewers, I cannot say anything beyond that. Thank you so much. Subscribe to Collins A Joke Real Life Experience. TikTok, Collins A Joke Real Life. Instagram, Collins A Joke Real Life Experience. Facebook, Collins A Joke Real Life Experience, where everybody matters. We all matter. We are always happy. Subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. We will see you another time. Thank you, Owen, for coming. I am so grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you
for inviting me.